Have you been researching tons of diet plans, educating yourself on all the exercise programs out there, maybe even reading up on all the latest supplements and scientific literature? That's great, but stop it.
Say what?
If you want to make real progress in getting to your goals of improved health, increased fitness, and disease prevention so you can age better, you need to focus on something else.
Oh, snap.
Hi, I'm Harry of RealNutritionMD. Regaining your health and managing disease doesn't always require medical intervention. Our bodies do most of the healing, we just gotta put it in a position to do it. So what I like to do here is focus on realistic approaches you can do right now to boost your quality of life through nutrition and other health strategies. If that's the kind of stuff you're into, hit like, subscribe, and spread the word. Let's begin. Let me know if this sounds familiar. You've researched various nutrition plans, watched videos to find the best muscle building routines, read studies on various health supplements. Then you sit down and try to decipher what's best for you. You start weighing the pros and cons. Family, friends, co-workers, they start to share their own personal experience. You start to question things because information gets conflicting. You're suddenly overwhelmed. You get discouraged, and then you just say, screw it. Let me take a break. I'll eventually figure it out. But you know what? You don't. What you have is decision fatigue. It's also known as indecisiveness, analysis paralysis, overthinking, whatever you want to call it. It's the major factor that stops even the most well-informed and intelligent people from reaching and succeeding in their health goals. Flooding your brain with knowledge is great, but it can be so much to figure out that you get indecisive, and the easiest thing is just to do nothing at all. Or, if you do apply, you don't commit to it long enough because you're always researching and discovering that there's some sort of new fad, new science that says something is more optimal. Or, from that knowledge, you end up designing the perfect plan, but it's so ambitious and the expectation is so high that it leads to a path of just disappointment and failures. Well, of course, science and research are very, very important. It's the foundational base that the medical profession is built on. So why am I telling you not to rely on science for health? Well, it's because the successful pursuit of health improvement has nothing to do with things like, let's say, having a vast knowledge in the medical sciences, or even finding the best program that has the most supporting empirical evidence. What it actually looks like is simple, everyday choices. And it's those simple decisions that we do daily that determine our long-lasting health success. I frequently tell my patients, you are what you do on a regular basis. Instead of finding that perfect solution to your particular condition, whether it be obesity, diabetes, heart disease, fatigue, autoimmune issues, whatever it is, see what everyday things you're doing on a regular basis right now. It's likely those very things that have gotten you to where you are now, and the reason that your quality of life may even be getting worse. So what do I advise? Well, let me offer you two options. Option one is baby steps. If a major life overhaul or committing to some structured program seems a bit too daunting, start by changing the simple everyday choices you're currently doing and do it one by one. Specifically, look at the ones that are contributing to your current condition And I'm talking about your basic eating and activity habits. But I work out often. I eat veggies. I sleep at the same time regularly. Well, that's awesome. But you and I know those are not the things that need changing. You need to look at yourself and ask things like, what are my portion sizes at meals? How many hours do I sleep, and how many of those hours are restful? Do I hydrate enough? Are my snack habits helping or hurting? Am I sitting down for most of the day? Do I actually keep track of what I eat? But don't tackle all of them. Do them one at a time. For example, it could be something like replacing that soda with water, or getting into bed 1 hour earlier without your phone. Commit to this one small thing for a month. Just because a change is small doesn't mean it won't be tough. In fact, it'll probably be pretty difficult. But it's small, so promise yourself that you will stick to it 100%. Why? Because there is momentum to good habits. You'll find that when you've successfully committed to one small habit, the next one is easier to add. You may even feel capable enough and motivated to do a bigger change. Next thing you know, you don't even think about them, and you're doing these habits by reflex. You're now supporting a healthier body. It starts to function better. Aging becomes easier. You simply start feeling good.
I feel good.
Or you can try option 2, which is simply taking that leap. If you feel that going on a structured program is the motivating push you need to do instead, well then, just commit already. You've already done the research. All these programs have evidence and proof showing that it works for a lot of people. But you know what? All those programs will make 0 results if you don't make that decision. Once you decide on something, you have to surrender to its process and just follow the program. I tend to always preach flexibility when it comes to nutrition, fitness, and wellness choices. But sometimes a structured program that tells you exactly what to do is the thing you need to make your journey so much easier and will help you stay consistent. There's no need to do things like design the diet plan, figure out the macros, stress over what exercises to do. In the heart of it all the science, all the research have absolutely nothing to do with you making everyday choices. That decision is completely up to you. You alone dictate your health. Like I said, you are what you do on a regular basis. Obtaining volumes of knowledge in the science of health and wellness, while very important, does nothing for you if you don't 1. Put it into action, and 2. Be fully invested in the process long enough for change to even happen. Long-lasting health isn't just something you dabble in. It's a culmination of all the everyday choices you make over time. Plain and simple, you can't hack healthy. You either do healthy things regularly or you don't. Sometimes you just have to turn off that laptop, put down the textbooks, stop reading all the reviews and articles, and all the things that are paralyzing you to make a decision, and take that leap to better yourself. You'll be happy you did. Till next time.